What's going on, YouTube? JT is Reborn here, and welcome back to another edition of my DC comic book reviews. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Dark Crisis: Worlds Without a Justice League Green Lantern. This particular issue was written by Philip Kennedy Johnson for the Green Lantern story, and then we have the Hawkgirl story written by Jeremy Adams. The art is done by several artists between the two, and I'll get to the credits when I get to I can't remember off the top of my head who did the issue, but the art in both stories looks really good, so props to the artist here. Yeah, I completely forgot that this issue came out last week. It's another one of those Dark Crisis tie-ins, and like I said, I completely forgot it came out. But now we come to find some more context into these whole Dark Crisis Worlds Without a Justice League storylines that have been going on. There's the whole little text thing here, which would have been great to have in the Superman one to add some context, like how does this all tie to Dark Crisis? But in essence, they talk about how the Justice League has supposedly died, and well, not really. So basically, needing power to fuel his deadly machines, Pariah has imprisoned the essence of each Justice League member on custom-made worlds. Using his ever-growing dark abilities, each world has been created from the innermost hopes of the Justice League. What Pariah intends to do with these worlds is a mystery. So yes, Pariah has basically imprisoned all the members of the Justice League, and they're all seeing these like dream states of like their greatest hopes and all that, which I still don't buy that. It's still kind of a manipulated variation of that, because in the Superman one, why would Superman's greatest hope be that the rest of the universe has been enslaved? Yeah, he gets to see his son grow up, but like, why would that be his hope? So yeah, it's clear Pariah is doing his thing, kind of manipulating things. You even get to see him make a cameo in the second story centered around Hawkgirl. But the first one is centered around John Stewart, Green Lantern. You got Kyle Raynor in here. You got Jason Todd, who's got like a ponytail, and I guess he's a Green Lantern too. So that's pretty interesting. The artwork is really cool. We get to see John as a bit of an architect, and we also get to tap into his, like, you know, he's got his military background and all that. He's got a sister, he's got his mom in that there, and he's doing okay. He's doing okay. He comes to fight some giant baby in the sky, weird looking creature. This one's written by Philip Kennedy Johnson, and it's some really crazy ass looking design here, but the artwork is really cool. And so basically he comes in, he stops it, and the issue kind of ends in that way. So this is, I guess, his ideal world. He kind of had retired from his Green Lantern active duties and just kind of spending time on Earth and just kind of living in peace. So yeah, he saved the day. That was in essence his ideal storyline. It's tied into Dark Crisis in some weird way. It like these whole like Worlds Without a Justice League storylines, they don't really feel like they're building to something kind of big. It's just kind of like what they're seeing in their dreams. So I don't really feel as though it fully pushes the Dark Crisis narrative over, like fully like through so much, unless there's going to be some really big grand connection to them all. But yeah, they're all in these like these weird dream machines, their essences are, and they're imagining these types of worlds. So it'll be interesting to see what happens next in that regards. But you know, the story itself is fine. There's some, like I said, there's some great looking artwork. You get some creative stuff with John Stewart and all that. And yeah, the next storyline is written by Jeremy Adams with art by Jack Herbert, and this is a Hawkgirl focused storyline. She's basically kind of tired of constantly being reincarnated, and she's trying to find some way to make herself mortal. And as you can see, we got the artwork here, and I don't know if it's just me, but this looks exactly like Sophia Boutella, the actress, the very fine looking actress. So I wonder if they based it on her face, because that to me, that looks just like her. So probably some bases around that. But anyways, so we get to see how she's lived her life through various reincarnations and stuff, and she's trying to have something that makes her mortal, which is kind of weird. She's just kind of tired of living life, and just like there's death has no consequences to her, which you'd think she would just kind of utilize that to just, I don't know, like really fully just try to help people. But it feels like they're kind of taking away of that aspect of her a bit, if that makes any sense. It's like, why wouldn't she just like, okay, this has been a gift, like why don't I just use this to, I don't know, like why would I kind of give that up per se, just to kind of like die in peace? Like it has no meaning. I guess she wants to have her own identity, and then I don't know, it was kind of one of those things that just kind of I don't know, didn't fully sit with me quite as well. But I mean, it's still fine regardless. And then basically she takes some things down. She's now living in peace. She's now kind of mortal. She's not going to have to reincarnate anymore. And Pariah is just sitting there like laughing his ass off, cackling, having a good time, like ha ha ha, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen, I'm winning, ha ha ha. Yeah, he's doing his thing. And then they tease to be continued in Dark Crisis: Worlds Without a Justice League Wonder Woman. So there's going to be several different ones here. There's going to be one World Without a Batman, World Without Wonder Woman, and then World Without Justice League Green Arrow. So those could be some interesting stuff going on there. And then obviously there's other storylines going on here. But yeah, that's the issue in a nutshell. Art in the backup is pretty good. Like I said, this art here, I swear to God, that looks just like Sofia Boutella. If you don't know who that is, she was in Star Trek Beyond. She was also in the Tom Cruise Mummy movie. And she's been in several other things, Atomic Blonde and that. But it looks just like her. So, yeah, that's cool and all. Overall consensus, I don't think this is a necessary issue to read if you want to, like, stay up with the whole Dark Crisis storyline. It's just a kind of what-if manipulated by Pariah dream state thing. So there's that. I mean, I didn't really gain too much from it. It wasn't a terrible story by any stretch of the means. I think this one was a little bit better than the Superman one, I thought, and at least it added some context to what was going on in this whole thing. If you didn't have the title Dark Crisis on that Superman storyline, you'd be like, what even is this thing? Like, it just said World Without a Justice League. Like, is this really Dark Crisis tie-in and all that? I don't know. That one just, to me, didn't make as much sense. And at least Pariah makes a cameo appearance in this thing to show, hey, look, I'm manipulating the Justice League and doing stuff like this, which is something we didn't get in the other issue. So at least that's a plus in that regards. But yeah, Dark Crisis, it's been all right so far. There's been some pros, there's been some cons. I come to find that after I recorded my video for, like, what was it, Dark Crisis Young Justice #2, people hated that issue. Like, they absolutely despised it. Like, I thought it was just all right, didn't really care for it too much. But man, people hated that one. So this isn't that, at least. I mean, there's some good stuff in here, and I think some people will enjoy it if you're just a fan of John Stewart, and I guess maybe if you're a fan of Hawkgirl, you might enjoy it too. But it just kind of it was another one of those stories that was just sort of there for me. But anyways, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Be sure to come back tomorrow, as I got a bunch of DC comic book reviews starting out for the week, and then yeah, so tomorrow is New Comic Book Day. I just kind of happened to realize that I missed this one from last week, and I want to get this video out here. So I got those ones, and I got to make a do on a promise I had last week to cover a Godzilla comic. So look forward to that. That'll probably be out. The Godzilla comic review will either be out tomorrow or it'll be out by Wednesday. So look forward to that stuff. All right, well, that's all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below to let me know what you thought of this particular issue. All right, well, be sure to come back tomorrow. New Comic Book Day awaits, and I got a few things coming out. What is it, like the Dark Crisis tie-ins? There's World's Finest, and, of course, Nightwing. I may miss something else, but yeah, that's it for so far. All right, well, that's all I got to say. As always, take care now. Bye-bye then, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.